A new collection of Nightmare Before Christmas merchandise, lots to celebrate on the 30th anniversary of the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, and a potential strike at Disneyland. All on this episode of News Today with WDW News Today. Hello, I'm Eric of WDWNT.com, and thanks for watching. Before we get going, if you aren't a regular subscriber, we would love to have you as one. Just click that subscribe button. If you want notifications when we post a new video, you can also do that by clicking the bell. Now, let's get to the news for July 22nd, 2024. Right in time for the spookiest time of the year, since Halloween begins at Walt Disney World on August 9th, a new Ichabod crane projection has been added to a window in Liberty Square at Magic Kingdom. The projection is in the top right window of Ye Old Christmas Shop, which already had one Ichabod crane reference. A hanging sign off the side of the building reads, "Music and voice lessons by appointment only Ichabod crane instructor." It appears that now he either lives there, maybe gives his music lessons there, maybe both. Ichabod Crane is best known from The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, an animated film from 1949. It's based on The Legend of Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving. The story follows Ichabod as he moves to Sleepy Hollow to become a local school teacher and encounters the Headless Horseman. Well, he typically kicks off Mickey's Boo to You Halloween party there, that Headless Horseman, if you like him. The projection of Ichabod himself lasts approximately 90 seconds and runs about every 5 minutes after sunset. Ichabod can be seen in the window lighting a candle, reading and drinking tea. I hope maybe tea, I don't know. Who knows what he's drinking? And then blowing out the candle. Pretty cool, check it out. We discovered an EPCOT Spirit jersey at Creation Shop for $79.99. The top half of the Spirit jersey is black and features a white EPCOT symbol in the top left corner. The bottom half of the Spirit jersey is different shades of white and gray designed to look like the exterior of Spaceship Earth. A blue patch with Disney in white lettering is stitched to the bottom left of the shirt. On the back of the Spirit jersey, EPCOT stretches across the shoulders of the black section in white. Beneath it is a row of 11 circles, creating a yellow to red color gradient representing the pavilion logos. The same Spaceship Earth design as the front of the shirt is displayed on the bottom half of the back of the Spirit jersey. Merchandise with this version of EPCOT logo was originally released back in 2019. Glad to see the Spirit jersey is finally out. A new Oogie Boogie votive candle holder, Sally Ear headband, and Pumpkin King mug are now available all over Walt Disney World. We found it at several locations. First up, we have the Oogie Boogie votive candle holder. It's $34.99. The front features an elevated green Oogie Boogie. His two eyes and ghastly mouth are depicted by holes in the green ceramic. Black bats fly around the sides of Oogie Boogie's head. There are 2 bats on the left and 2 on the right. An opening at the top of the candle holder allows the smoke from lit candles to escape. A hole at the bottom and the back of the candle allows guests to insert votive candles if they wish. There's next the Pumpkin King mug for $24.99. The front of this orange mug features black eyes, a black nose, and a jagged black mouth. Each area is partially outlined in yellow. The mug has a peach-colored handle. The Pumpkin King is printed in a crooked and curling black font on the other side of the mug. The inside of the mug is completely orange. Now let's get to that Sally Ear headband, because we know you have to have this. It's $34. This new ear headband is inspired by Sally's patchwork dress. The right ear has 2 yellow patches and 2 pink patches. One of the pink patches features black stripes. The other one has curling black lines. Each section of material is made to look as if it's being held together by black stitching. A needle goes through one of the stitches there. The left ear features 3 patterns. While 2 of the patterns are the same as the right ear, there's also a blue section of material with black lines and circles. Once again, each piece of fabric is held together by black stitching there. Between the ears is a white bow with grayish blue stitching, similar to that found around various parts of Sally's body, I guess, including her mouth. Each ear features the same pattern on the back as it does on the front. However, there's no needle on the back of either ear. The inside of the headband is lined with white velour. The same patchwork pattern from the ears can be found on the outside of the headband. The pink, yellow, blue, and black materials are all once again made to look as if they're being held together by... If you didn't get it, everything's being held together by stitches, okay? Sorry. A new Figment cup and saucer set is now available at Imageworks inside the Imagination Pavilion at EPCOT. This white cup and yellow saucer are sold together. The cup features an elevated Figment with his arm extended toward the yellow, red, and blue Imagination Institute logo. Purple lines and shapes are scattered around the item. The design is the same on both sides of the cup. The inside of that cup is solid purple with no additional design. One side of the saucer features a light bulb and Imagination in orange with a purple shadow effect. The rest of the saucer is yellow and features no additional design. This can be yours for the low, low price of $24.99. Speaking of low prices, did you know there is a way you can save big at Disney Deluxe Resorts? Today's show is brought to you by DVC Rental Store, a great way for you to plan a luxury Disney vacation on a modest budget. You don't need to sign up for a full DVC contract and all that stuff. Instead, they will allow you to rent the points you need for a magical stay. Really is the best way to stay deluxe at a fraction of the cost. And now, thanks to their lowest price guaranteed offer, you will always have the best price on the market. The rooms are discounted up to 75%, and they have the largest member inventory for points, so there's lots to choose from. You can search their inventory right now free, which is not something all these rental companies offer, by the way. And if you do choose to book, they have a great cancellation policy and a low down payment. DVC Rental Store is the #1 DVC rental company in the U.S. and one that we have used many times over. Head to the description to check them out. Details depicting the aftermath of the lightning strike that struck the Hollywood Tower Hotel on October 31st, 1939 have been restored from the original version of the queue and can now be seen once again on the service elevators in the hotel's lobby. Cracks and charring surround and cover the elevator doors. The damage caused by the paranormal storm that raged here long ago can still be seen and felt today. Within the story of the attraction, of course, 5 people entered the elevator on Halloween night of 1939, and it was struck by lightning. They were never seen again. That is, until you, the hotel's newest guest, return to the service elevators and encounter these paranormal beings as you cross over into the Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone Tower of Terror is celebrating its 30th anniversary today. That's July 22nd, 2024. We are doing a lot for this. First of all, as you probably know from the intro of the show, these shirts are being discounted this week only. So if you go to www.nt.shop, you get a good deal on this shirt. Also, we have released the panel discussion for all the Imagineers that created the the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. That was from our Stage 89 event a couple months ago. We now are giving that to you free. It's right here on our YouTube channel, so you can check that out as well. And follow along and celebrate the Tower of Terror all week. A great Disney attraction, a great park icon, and we are excited for this anniversary. And speaking of this anniversary, there's also a new collection of merchandise inspired by the attraction. It's now available in the attraction's gift shop at Disney's Hollywood Studios. The collection is fairly large, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mention each item. I will give a few descriptions, when there's a big highlight here. Otherwise, we'll maybe give you the item name and the price. It's a new Hollywood Tower Hotel Tervis tumbler. That's $35.99. A mug with a bellhop lid is $24.99. A Mickey Mouse Do Not Disturb sign is $9.99. Service elevator ears for $44.99. Okay, we'll get into these because I know people are into the ears. The left ear features the hotel's exterior, while the right depicts the lightning that struck the tower on that fateful Halloween night. The yellow elements are glow in the dark. A decoration depicting the elevator's position dial is attached to the pleather bow between the ears. The bow itself is patterned with the old Hollywood style art and depictions of Hollywood Tower Hotel. Let's also discuss the Stitch bellhop items. I know these are going to be big. People love Stitch. There's a Stitch bellhop backpack. Let's do that first. $88. It features glow-in-the-dark elements and the service elevator with a little surprise lurking behind the doors in the form, of course, well, it's bellhop Stitch. Who else would you want for a bellhop? The doors slide out to reveal him. It also features a bellhop Donald Duck along with Minnie and Mickey there on the side. The interior design features Mickey and Stitch in different poses. There's also a bellhop Stitch Out of Order t-shirt for $34.99. It features Experiment 626 himself as that bellhop again. I would not get on that elevator if I were you. We first spotted bellhop Stitch as a plush back on Friday. He sells for $26.99. Of course, Jake had to have him. He's here supervising our studio. What could possibly go wrong? He is wearing the iconic bellhop hat and holding a piece of luggage, which I'm sure will make it to its intended recipient, no problem. Other items from this collection include a keychain for $12.99, a zip-up hoodie for $54.99, a button-up collared shirt for $49.99, but why would you want that when you can get this? a fitted t-shirt for $34.99, and finally, a Spirit jersey for $80. That Spirit jersey is Spirit jersey branded. Yes, Spirit jersey is a brand name. It's a vintage wash long sleeve shirt, features the Hollywood Tower Hotel emblem on the left breast. The back features a large graphic of the hotel with Hollywood Tower written in large red puff print letters. Hurry now, maybe it won't last long, I don't know. New CFTOD trash and recycling cans have been added to the orange parking garage at Disney Springs at Walt Disney World. These new white trash cans each have a sticker with a black version of the CFTOD logo. While new trash cans were added to the second floor of the orange parking garage, we noticed the old Reedy Creek Improvement District trash cans were still present on the first floor. These gray trash cans feature the old RCID logo, though many of the logos are fading and incomplete after, of course, years of wear and tear. It's just a matter of time, I guess, until the trash cans depicting the CFTOD that replace the RCID are installed around the rest of Disney Springs. Yes, Mom, if you're watching, which I know you're not, I read news about trash cans sometimes on YouTube. If that helps you understand at all what this profession I'm involved in now involves. All right, Disney Genie Plus is being phased out later this week, and flyers with information on how to use Disney's new system have started to be distributed to guests staying at various Walt Disney World resort hotels. We found this flyer in our room while Jason stayed at Saratoga Springs over the weekend. The flyer explains Lightning Lane in general and the different options that will be available to guests when the program launches later this week. The basics behind the Lightning Lane multipass are laid out, explaining to guests that they will be able to choose up to 3 experiences and arrival windows before their theme park visit, with the option to check for additional experiences that may be available once the selection is redeemed. Lightning Lane Single Pass is also explained, with information provided about how guests can secure a time to skip the lines at some of the park's most popular attractions. Up to 2 single-use Lightning Lane passes can be purchased per guest per day, subject to availability. Of course, the back of the flyer provides information on how and when to purchase Lightning Lane passes, along with a QR code to help you do that. Guests staying at Walt Disney World resort hotels receive early access to the Lightning Lane booking window up to 7 days before check-in, as opposed to 3 days for the rest of us. It was announced late Friday evening that a strike authorization has been approved for cast members represented by the Disney Workers Rising Union organization. In a post on Instagram, Disney Workers Rising announced that 99% of cast members represented by the union voted yes to an unfair labor practices strike authorization. The vote does not mean that cast members are currently on strike, only that they have the ability to if, as according to the group, Disney continues to silence cast members and prevent us from getting the contract we deserve. Disney Workers Rising says that a strike is always a last resort, and that they plan to continue negotiations with Disney today and tomorrow in an attempt to come to an agreement. Union representatives later clarified in their post that cast members should not walk out until the union notifies them to do so, as walking out before the start of an official strike could lead to cast members being disciplined and or fired. So cast members, please don't walk out yet, not until your union tells you to. The Hungry Bear restaurant at Disneyland has closed for a major refurbishment, and it's now been confirmed to receive a Country Bear Jamboree theme and a new menu. I can't wait. The restaurant will now be known as Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree and will feature music from the various iterations of the Country Bear Jamboree. The menu will be inspired by the regional barbecue dishes the Country Bears discovered while on tour. That sounds great, unless they misunderstand the definition of barbecue, which they sort of do on Disney Cruise Line. This new re-theme comes right after the grand opening of Country Bear Musical Jamboree in the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World. The dining establishment, formerly known as Hungry Bear Restaurant, closed for kitchen refurbishments back on July 8th. It was unknown at that time that the restaurant would be getting this re-theme and updated menu. The areas surrounding the Hungry Bear Restaurant, including parts of New Orleans Square and the entirety of Critter Country, have been undergoing refurbishment as well in anticipation for the opening of the new Haunted Mansion queue. Boy, there's a big backup being created here. Now, there's going to be a new Haunted Mansion queue, a new gift shop. Tiana's Bayou Adventure is going to be there. Access to various areas of the park past Harbor Galley are currently blocked off by construction walls and completely inaccessible to guests. Country Bear representation has increased at the Disneyland Resort over the past few months, with Big Al statue being placed on Grizzly Peak at DCA back in May. The Country Bear Jamboree opened at Disneyland Resort on March 4th, 1972. It was located, if you don't know, in the space where the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh sits today. There are still some nods to that if you look kind of over your shoulder. You might see Melvin Buff and Max on the wall. The attraction closed on September 9th of 2001. I'm happy to see more Country Bear representation at Disneyland. Well, for the absolute latest on these stories and those that did not make it onto today's show, be sure to check WDWNT.com and please follow us on your favorite social media platforms. You can support the entire team behind this show and others by joining the WDWNT Interglobe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. Get access to exclusive content, discounted show and event tickets, and more. A special shout out to all the WIGS members watching who make this show happen each and every week. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Eric Morton saying enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.